Go.
What's going on, YouTube practitioners? This is a part 2 of how to block the TAN SAO, a hook punch with the TAN SAO or GAN SAO. We did a demonstration last week. We had a user that said that I guess my positioning was wrong. We wanted to explain more in depth on why it'll work in some cases and in other cases it won't work.
First of all, you got to remember, you can't, everybody knows whenever you're dealing with fighting, you can't follow their traditional stances. You have to modify or readjust. So with that being said, whenever you're trying to block a hook, you have to readjust in order to block it. Meaning, if a person and a hook is basically thrown, when you pick a shot or a close quarter fight, you know as well as I do in close quarter fighting, you can't block down like this because you don't have enough force because of the break where your elbow is in. If you try to block when you're in close with a GAN SAO, so to speak, you naturally don't have enough power because of this, the motion. Whenever you block it with a TAN SAO, if a person is throwing a hook high, if you're trying to block the correct way, well, whenever you go with your TAN SAO, number one, this is a weak point because of here. If something, that's like if somebody swings a bat, you try to block it here, you're never going to have enough strength to block it because this is always going to fold in. So therefore, you have to readjust or modify your positioning in order to deal with it. And again, the smartest, best thing to do when it comes to a hook would be to roll inward or outward to spread the arm open on your hook. Or you can attempt to smother it, but 9 times out of 10 you're still going to get hit. So, with that being said, we're going to demonstrate. I'm going to throw the hook with some speed to it in the manner in which if you were fighting, how you would encounter it. And Sam's going to attempt to try to do GAN SAO on a low line hook to the midsection.
Now this is a hook thrown the correct way. Now if you throw the hook the incorrect way, of course, yeah, you can block it, you know, with the TAN SAO or GAN SAO. But if the hook is thrown tightly the correct way by a boxer who's professional, like my man here, yeah, it's pretty hard to block it because one, you don't know when it's coming. You know, two, so if you don't know when it's coming, even though you know in Wing Chun we deal with sensitivity, it's still hard to block it. You have to adjust, you know, and know when it's coming. So with that said.
Okay, we're going to assume a fight stance. I mean, I want you to go traditional to be able to throw the GAN SAO. So if we're fighting in a traditional stance, and I'm fighting, which I'm not going to lead with the hook, I'm going to set you up. Right there. You can't attempt to do a GAN SAO because you never know when it's coming. And if you notice, the hook was quick and direct, right to the target, right back out. Which you know also too, if I throw the hook, I'm going to go with a combination. It ain't going to be just a one-punch deal. So, now if we throw the hook and he knows it's coming, because I wind up on it, right, with your GAN SAO. Then you can block it. And the fact that the positioning of the body, when I attempted to throw that, I went here. I turned first before the arm came. That's the incorrect way of throwing a hook because you can damage your shoulder, your ligaments and tendons across the shoulder. So the correct way would be right there. You are right there, and it would be all over. How can he defend against that?
Now the incorrect way to do that. Right, so now here I can throw my hook. Because now I got it. You know.
And if you notice his positioning, he deviated from tradition.
Right, so traditional would be if I'm here, But because I want to take a boxing, point of view, you throw it, I'm right here. I'm coming here.
Then you can. But again, it all boils down to the fact, when a hook is thrown, you never know it's coming, because that's more of a power shot after a setup, which we all know very few fighters are going to throw a wide angle hook anyway. They're going to come directly to you.
And again, this is, if you're going against somebody that knows how to box. Street fighters, they do it different. So if he was street fighting,
If I was street fighting, I'd
yes,
go.
I can, so it's wide, so I can come here. But street fighters normally telegraph, poor street fighters. That street fighters, they don't telegraph, because they out there, they're doing it, they know what they're doing. But if he telegraphs, again, telegraph. But if he doesn't telegraph, and don't telegraph. If he does it the correct way, in other words, so we going at it, it's right there. And I know Wing Chun deals with close quarter combat, but Wing Chun also deals with, bridging the gap with a boxer because of their movements, hand speed. It's hard to bridge the gap on a boxer without him throwing something back. So.
And he would always throw something back. Irregardless, if you move back, he's going to tag, or he's going to attempt to tag. So again, your best bet, in my view, for what it's worth, I would rotate outward to make that hook open up. So again, from last week, I'm going to throw a hook with the right. I'm going to go low. You want to open it up, so he's going to rotate inward. If I step, rotate your body all the way. Right there. He just expanded the hook. He just opened it up. It went from here, and he opened it up. Then you can deal with a hook. But you're out of the realm of Wing Chun as far as TAN SAO, GAN SAO, and now you're in the realm more of self-defense. Then once you open it up, then I want you to go with a lock or a trap or whatever in Wing Chun to finish off after you've opened up the hook. So if I open, he opens it up, you got to revert into Wing Chun. Okay. You're going into Wing Chun. You can go there, you trap, hit, and then whatever else. Then you can revert back into the Wing Chun system. But originally, again, without preaching, you have to readjust, modify your positionings and your response to the attack in a manner that's going to be more beneficial to you. So if, again, you're going against somebody who knows what they're doing, I want you to get in that position again. Right. Or you can go Wing Chun, whichever. Remember, your hook is designed to attack hard and fast. So, of course, I would wow, 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 right there. What can he do? Because he's distracted from everything else. That's when your hook becomes an effective tool. And as you just saw, he went to slap it. But what good would that do based upon the force, the speed, and the power of what's in you? So again, just putting it out there for you all. We're not preaching the gospel. This is from a perspective of us both being involved in both forms of fighting arts. You have to know when you have to readjust before you can revert back to what you normally do.
Now, we would love to see some videos. Again, we don't. This isn't, the all-out, way, to do things and not do things. But if you guys can, make a video showing us how to use TAN SAO and GAN SAO to block the proper hook, make a video, let us know.
So in closing, we're going to do a little bit of just movement with the boxing. He's going to attempt to
9.5 minutes.
He's going to attempt to try to stop real quick. That right there, simple demonstration. Thank you. See you next time.